Hello. So I'm sure that all of you have heard of those parents in sports that just take it way too seriously and they make it not fun for the kid. And a lot of athletes growing up have had to deal with their parents trying to coach them from the side or just making it so the sport isn't fun anymore. And some kids have had it worse than others. But I'm going to talk about why you should not be that parent whatsoever. There is a fine line between how much you should support your kid, but if you cross that line and you take it too far to where your kid doesn't even like the sport anymore, I mean, that's just bad parenting. So, first off, I'm going to start off with Bill Plaschke wrote this article in 2017, and Liz Enplich agreed with this article as well. And he talked about how it's really bad when parents start coaching from the sideline. When they are yelling at their kid to do this, do that, or not even from the sideline. They just tell their kid, oh, don't listen to your coach. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, if he's the coach, he obviously knows what he's doing. So just let the coach coach the athletes. And because coaching your kid and telling him not what to do could actually ruin his chances of being better, which a lot of parents want from their kids. A lot of the parents want their kids to be the all-star of the team. They want them to be the best kid on the team. And who cares about all the other kids? I want my kid to be the best. Well, if you're telling your kid to do things that the coach doesn't want, that may result in your kid not even playing at all. Because the coach might not know what he's doing. Might not think he knows what he's doing. And then another article from Kelly Wallace and then Jay Atkinson wrote kind of the same thing. And they talked about how this could be damaging to their learning process as well when it comes to like team sports, because in team sports, you got to learn how to work with other kids that you may not know, how to work as a team, and maybe not always be the all-star, but help the team win. And if parents are telling their kid to do other things, or, telling them to do things to, like, be better than that kid, be better than this kid, be better than every kid, it might not be fun for the kid, and it could ruin his learning on how to work with a team as well. If you're trying to teach the kid it's all about him, when really team sports are never just about one person. You need a full team to do this. Mark Perry and Ed Uzinski, they wrote articles on individual sports, on how even trying to do that with your kid in individual sports can really damage them too, because in individual sports your kid loses, and the parents are mad, they want you to win all the time. It's not always about winning, which some parents might tell their kids it is all about winning. And they need to know that it is okay to lose at some things. The kid thinks, oh, I have to win everything and I can't lose, and I lose. That could also give kids an insecurity about themselves when they lose, and that maybe they let their parents down, which should not be true at all. And if the kid is insecure about the sport, he's not going to play as well, and he's not going to have fun in it. If you're not having fun in the sport, then the kid's not going to want to play it, and it could ruin the kid wanting to play a certain sport, which is not good. You want the kids to have fun, and it's not all about winning. So, Daniel Buff wrote an article, and he was talking about how his son played basketball, and well, he played basketball as well when he was in high school and in college, and he suffered an injury, so he couldn't play anymore. But then he had a son, and he thought he had a second chance in a way. That he now can have someone to follow in his footsteps and maybe go pro like how he wanted to. Well, after his son started playing basketball when he was little, he told him that he didn't like the sport anymore. It just wasn't fun for him. And his son told him that, it's kind of scary that you are, that you're telling me that if I don't do this right, it's the worst thing in the world. And, he did this to his son throughout pretty much high school. Then his son, quit basketball his junior year and didn't want to play it anymore. He told his dad that it wasn't fun anymore, don't want to be a part of this sport, it's just too much. And, well, Daniel Bruff, the guy who wrote the article, realized that I completely messed up. And he says that parents shouldn't be like that at all. And they shouldn't be. It is okay for your kids to lose, And he wishes that he never did that to his son, and that he wants parents to do it differently. Don't be like that. Don't be the parent that makes kids quit their sport because of you. Sometimes kids don't even tell you it is you. But, if you're one of those parents that are like that, it could be because of you. And we don't want that in sports. And I think that it has really come to that lately where, kids or parents don't think it is okay to lose, Same thing with participation trophies. Stuff like that. It is okay if you don't get a trophy. It is okay if you are not the best team. Just have fun with it. Play as a team and just do your thing. And Kelly Wallace, she talks about how her daughter played volleyball, and she always heard parents yelling from the sideline to do this, do that. You may as well just be the only one on the court, and they would yell these things out, to everybody. So not only was it maybe affecting her, but as it could give the other players on the team insecurities about themselves playing the sport. Because if, their parents may not be like that, but you hear other parents saying that you suck, that's no fun. You don't want to hear that from anybody, saying that you suck and that you should be kicked off the court, and it's people that you might not even know. You just shouldn't be doing that to kids, because, kids, sports, they're just supposed to be fun. Give the kids something to do. It doesn't have to be competitive. It doesn't have to be all that, And it's just a lot of parents trying to live out their own dream with their kids. That tends to happen a lot. And it's just something that parents need to realize, that they're not the ones playing. Just let it happen. Just let your kids have fun and play the sport. So in conclusion, don't be one of those parents that coaches from the sidelines or puts your kid down for having a bad game. Encourage your kid. Encourage your kid is pretty much the best thing you can do. Be there for him or her. Support them. Show up for their stuff. But don't bash a little kid's team. If you got a bunch of third graders playing youth football, don't yell out, "Oh, you guys suck." It's just not right. They're just playing football or whatever sport they're playing. Just let them have fun. These kind of parents hopefully learn that it's not okay And hopefully kids can realize that sports are supposed to be fun, doesn't matter if you win or lose, and that you can work as a team. Thank you for listening to my speech.